back, y'all, to Talking with TeeTee. We on episode 6. I'm so happy to have everybody back, and I got my girl with me.
Lyrics, what's happening, y'all?
Yeah, y'all. So today's topic is what's love got to do with it. I know y'all probably wondering where you got that from. Well, this my take on it. You know how people say all you need is love? Oh, hell no, you don't. I need more than love, baby. I need loyalty. I need trust. I need honesty. Baby, I need somebody with a job. I need somebody that could communicate effectively. So we're going to just touch on all of those subjects. And it's just about, it's okay, y'all. So the first thing you want, though, I'm going to say is love. But you can't, a relationship is not going to work with just love. And you can talk to, I'm not a psychiatrist, you can talk to a psychiatrist, a therapist, a pastor, anybody. Your relationship is not going to work on just love, and that's it. So one of the first things you need is somebody that can communicate with you effectively. And I mean communicate without cussing, or don't know how to communicate. I know for me at my big age, I'm not being with nobody that can't communicate effectively. Because if we can't sit and have a conversation about what we're going through, then what are we really doing? You know, I can even deal with a person that say, hey, can you give me a little breather? Can I think about what you said? And then collect themselves when we talk about it. But as long as we can talk about it, because I can't be with nobody, and I got to be with somebody that I can trust. And what we do talk about, I don't need everybody in my business either. I don't need your mama, your sister, your brother, none of that. So that's why I say when it's a lot of more aspects, y'all, than just love. And I've been in a relationship where I tried to have just love, and I was the one with the money, the car, the vehicle, the house, and all of that. And it's so one-sided. It's so stressful. It begins to turn into like a toxic situation when all you got, and all they got is love. You know what I'm saying? Or sex. And baby, sex gonna only take me so far too. Baby, that's gonna only take you so, because that's a part of love, but that ain't it. So it's like, it's a lot of things. Like, we just like I said, the biggest one is like communicating, being loyal. Like, that's like you saying you love me, but you out here shooting your shot at all these hoes, these females. So, I don't want to call them hoes, but that's how I talk, y'all. But you shooting your shot at everybody, not in my face. Like, I don't have time for that either. So that's why I say, along with love, I need a whole bunch of other shit to go with it. And I know this is just my thoughts. And I was doing research on it too, and seeing what a lot of other people were saying the same things, that it's just not. That's why I say, what love got to do with it? It got a lot to do with it. It do. But you need a lot of other shit. People got to respect you. Like, it's so much comes in a relationship than just love. And another thing too, if you got love, then all of those other things, they should be doing anyway. Y'all should be able to communicate effective. They should be loyal to them, and you loyal to them. You should be able to trust them. All of that should come with the love. If it's not coming with love, I'm almost doubting if it's love sometimes. It could be lust. It could be infatuation. It could be a bitch just using you. Let's just be real now. Because we all have been used in our life. Everybody done been used. So it could be a lot of things, y'all. But I'm just like, and like that, when you go back to I don't know if y'all seen that title, What's Love Got to Do with that movie. If you go back to it, that's what she was trying to love him, but he wasn't giving her nothing else. And she shortened herself because all I got is he giving me love, and he don't want me to leave, and all that gaslighting and manipulating people. Now, no, on none of that is not love, y'all. Somebody gaslighting you, manipulating you, trying to make you feel bad to stay with them, that is not love. That is something else. What's your take on just having more than love? And like, what do you feel is some big boxes that people got to check off more than just I love you?
First of all, love is it's an action word.
Anyway.
And I feel like it's something you need to show and also say as well, because it's also a part of communicating verbally and of course action wise. And just loving somebody, going back to what you said, what's love got to do with it? It's like some people's definition of love is different, or showing love
Right,
is different.
right.
Some people's way of showing love is gifting and everything. To me, that's not necessarily love. That's more so a love language.
Correct.
And
it is a love
There's a
language.
difference
Right.
between that. I need to know that I can trust you when I'm not around you. I
Correct.
need to know that you are representing you and I
Right.
when I'm not around you. In addition
Correct.
to that, communication. Going to bed mad at each other is definitely a no for me.
Right, you communicating, man. That's big.
And
That's
I'm okay
big.
if we say, you know, babe, let's talk about this in the morning. I want to be at peace
That's
tonight,
okay
but we're
too.
going to discuss this in the morning, maybe over breakfast or something like that.
Right.
A cup of coffee, cup
Right.
of tea, a bottle of water. Hell,
Right.
I want you to be able to, of course, God fearing. You know, we want to be equally yoked when it comes to our spiritual walk.
Right. Right.
I do want this person to be stable financially, mentally,
Ooh,
emotionally.
Lord, come on now, come on with it now.
Let me say that again.
Come on with it now.
Stable financially, mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually, because what our auntie said, you gotta have a job to be with me.
Right.
Ain't nothing going on but the rent.
Nothing.
You know, and that's not to say that I'm the type where, you know, my significant other has to pay for everything. I'm totally fine with going 50-50. But I need to know that you can hold your weight. Correct. And I'm going to hold mine, and we combine that together. And to each his own when it comes to relationships or whatever, because in some cases, in some relationships, that do work for them where, you know, they have that gender role. Ain't nothing wrong with that, as long as it's working for you and not because you have some type of validation seeking from the outside. But because I too have dealt with where I'm the only one that's, you know, and not only just financially stable, but financially responsible. Because you could be stable and not responsible financially as well. Like you paying your bills, but you also blowing the rest of it. You're not setting money aside.
See, that's something that you could help your spouse with too. That's something that I feel like if you're financially stable but irresponsible, I feel like that's something that your spouse could help you with. And that's where like the love come in, like, you know, because we're not asking for perfect spouses, but what we're saying is it just got to be more than love. So like when you meet somebody, like say they check off all the boxes, but hey, you buying 4-5 pair of Jordans a month. Let's take it down to 1 or 2 pairs. Right. You don't need all of those shoes. You could, if I could get somebody that you can afford to buy the 4 or 5, but we just need to work on you not buying. I'm cool with. I can help you with that. Because I'm not looking for somebody that's perfect, but you got to check more off than just love.
And being with that person,
you can't, because like you cannot chore. Be right. You can't be the love, like you can't be. That's like we can love each other to death, but we gonna sleep outside because we love each other. We love each other so much. We gonna be around each other. Ain't nobody got no job. We gonna sleep outside and just say, oh, we love each other. Right. Love ain't gonna pay no damn bills. Love ain't gonna. That's another thing. But we gotta be in that bedroom too. You gotta shake a little something now.
That's
you gotta shake a little something, because now we wanna go. We could dive into that too, because that sex part, that's a part of love. That's how you show love. So if
it's also
y'all,
a spiritual connection.
Right, it is. So that's another thing. If that's not there either, that ain't gonna work with me, because baby, I like to be baby. Baby, do me in. Do me right on in, baby. Do me in. What the song is? Do me, baby. Yes, baby. Like do me in. Yeah, right. So that's another thing. Like we got to be, I guess, physically compatible. Yeah, right. That would be.
Well,
so that's one. Compatible. Yeah, sexually compatible. So we got to be that. Now I would give you a chance. I would give you a few tries.
A few tries.
Maybe 2, 3. But I'll give you a few tries. But you can't just keep fucking up. Like it's months and months, and we just ain't for us, baby. This ain't. Let's just move on right along. And I hear people say stuff like, "Oh well, he was a great provider, and he did this and he did that, but he just
didn't." He provided in the bedroom too,
right? No, but he just didn't satisfy me sexually. Let me say something. If somebody's not satisfying you sexually, you gonna get one out of 2 things. You are gonna get frustrated, and you gonna cheat. Yeah. So it's like, I know, like I want my man to be a great provider. I want to check out all those, like I said, communicate, loyal, all those boxes. But baby, we got to be sexually compatible too, right. Because that's a part of love. And like I said, what's love got to do with it? It got a lot to damn to do with it. But baby, it's a lot of other aspects that come along with it. Baby, we just can't be around here willy-nilly and walking up the street and talking about we got love, but we ain't got no money to buy no groceries, or we ain't got no money to take care of these kids. And so that's like, I'm at my big age, baby, it's gonna take a whole lot. And like she said, it's an action word too.
Mhm.
You ain't finna keep telling me you love me and you ain't doing nothing to show me that you love me.
Or vice versa, because I'm the type of person where show me, but I also want you to tell me, because that's also a form of communication.
Right,
where
right.
It's like an intimacy, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like how y'all hang up the phone, or how you leave to go your separate ways about your day, if one going to work or whatever the case may
Correct.
be.
Yeah, I agree.
Or, you know, if that's like more so like a deal settler where you end it with the kiss, I love you, you know, that kind of thing. You know, you kind of want to get in touch, or you actually want to get in touch with that kind of thing with you and your you know, your soulmate, because that's important. You know what I'm saying? And then like you said, somebody gonna get bored or frustrated and cheat. You're also gonna get turned off to the point where, you know what, I ain't even gonna cheat. I'm just leave, because being being more than just satisfied is everything. Nobody's gonna be perfect, and even going back to, you can help your spouse. I don't mind helping my spouse. However, I'm at a point in my life where I have to use caution, because
right. I agree.
I don't want to feel like helping you is a chore, because you got one time to not help yourself. I ain't got it in me to do what I did in the past with nobody. I ain't got it in me.
Right. Yeah, we're not taking care of no people.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm not taking care of nobody. I'm not. And you know, when I say take, people go, oh, well, you wouldn't take care of your spouse. This is different. So let me say this. This is different, because people get it so confused. If you're already in a relationship with somebody, say y'all been together 5 years, y'all both working, y'all both doing good, supporting each other, and he loses his good job, and then I have to take care of him, that's different, because I've already was with him 5 years, and something came up where he couldn't. That's different. But going into a relationship, me going into a relationship with a man, I'm taking care of him, I can't do it. No, I didn't did it too much. She didn't. We've had this personal conversation. And nobody should have to do that, y'all. Honestly, nobody at no age, I don't care whether you 20, 30, 40, 60, 80, whatever age you're dating, you should not have to go straight into a relationship taking care of somebody. That's not, you're not, to me, I feel like it's a burden straight out the door. You have became your spouse burden at the very beginning of the relationship. At the very beginning. That's like, I don't want nobody to save me. When I meet somebody, I want them because I want them and they want me. I don't want you to have to come in and help with all these bills and these kids and this and that. No, come in and let's just love on each other and let's put all those other aspects together, you know, with the communication and the loyalty and the trust, and like, nobody's perfect. So you might have somebody that, say I meet someone that can communicate, but maybe not as effectively if I wanted them to, but they willing to try. Like, they say, well, hey, we can go to therapy, or I'm willing to work it out. I'm cool with that. But somebody just immediately, we having a conversation and you immediately shut down and you don't want to talk about it, and you're like, you're not even up for talking about it later. I can't be with nobody like that, because that's selfish. You don't even, something that may be important to me, you're not even willing to work it out. You're not even, and to me, it shows what a love is. Like if you're not, you don't believe in, I don't say believe, but if you don't find something, if I'm coming to you with something and telling you it's important to me, although it might not be important to you because you love me, you should be able to say, you know what, it's important to you, so I'm gonna listen. Let's have a conversation. That's like we say, love is an action word. That's when you know somebody love you. And see, that's when all those other aspects just come in together. The communication, the trust, the loyalty, the financial stability, all of that stuff gonna come in. And it's all gonna work together. Like, so I just feel like maybe at this point in time, and another thing is social media got so many resources and so much shit you can look up about relationships and so much shit you can do, that it should really be no issue, man. You could really look up how to communicate. You could look up, I know it may sound silly, but you could look up how to not cheat on someone. You can literally look up, get affirmations and all type of shit off the internet to help your relationship, if it's about love, and you wanna make sure that your spouse feel appreciated and wanted. Right, so we have to go back to that. What's love got to do with it, baby? Because you got to get all that, put all that other shit in with it, to be able to make that relationship work. Really, what you think about that?
I think because of the resources now, I mean, we're exposed to a lot of things that can help us that we didn't have. And we're both millennials, so growing up, social media didn't take place until a little after she may have graduated in like the early 2000s, and I'm just entering middle school ish or whatever, going
Right,
into high
right.
school. So, and social media and the resources of research had expanded, and
A
even mental
lot.
health now is also a thing, because
Right,
that too
right.
affects a relationship. Because a lot of times, we don't want to talk about this, but we're going to, our upbringing affects our relationships, because that's all we know is what
People
we
don't know how to
see.
love.
So we attract what we're used to instead of unlearning what we've learned to turn a new leaf and become better people to other people. And when that's acknowledged, then you kind of start your healing journey without even realizing it. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
And
right.
therapy is one of them. Doing your research to help yourself is one of them. Of course, if therapy is not affordable for you right now, you don't have to do your job. Again, resources online, because you don't
Right.
want
It's
to just
some
walk
free
around.
resources out there, yeah.
You don't want to just walk around just being a fuck up and fucking up everybody's mind
Everybody else life,
who really
yeah.
just generally want to be with you and care about you. You know what I'm saying? Because people, that's a struggle. You see what I'm saying? So I mean, yeah.
A lot of people not. That's another thing too. Like that word love, it's a strong word, and like you say, it means different to a lot of people, but the very core root of it is the same.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the very core the root of it is the same, and you got to heal yourself. And so, if you realize you're flying through relationship after relationship after relationship after, it's probably the common denominator. And not saying that it's your fault, but it may be some things that you could work on, that one out of two things. Either some of these relationships you shouldn't even went in the first place, but if you had known and been loving yourself correctly, or had been healing, you wouldn't have went into it. Or that it's some things you could have worked on that the other person probably was saying, "Nah, I can't deal with this." And instead of them coming to you, effective communication, instead of them coming to you and telling you that, they just ended things. So you kind of left broken and wondering, well, damn, what did I do wrong, or what did they do wrong, or whatever. So like we have to go back um to like that love word. You can't use it and throw it around like a toy, because you just telling me you love me. It doesn't that shouldn't work. It don't work like that. You a mother and a child saying I love you, that's different than you in a relationship. Somebody saying they love you, like you really you got to work for it, and you got to show me, if you love me, why do you love me, and how you gonna show that to me, and vice versa. We should be showing that to each other at the end of the day. Because like if all you got is the I love you, but I can't trust you. We don't communicate. We don't we ain't no you ain't got no car, you ain't got no job, you ain't got no what it's like. All those things go hand in hand. This not the relationship is not gonna work. I'm telling you, because I didn't been there, done that. I didn't been there, done that. You know, trying to make something work when it's just not there. And at the very root, like I say, love is the very first thing that you need. Let's not get it twisted, because well, when you first meet someone, the first thing that you are maybe a physical attraction, but then right after that, you start to fall in love with them. You know, the person that they are, the personality, you know how they treat you. But within that love, all those other things need to follow. Respect, that's a big one. They got to be able to respect you as a person, as a human being, as a woman, as a man. Because like I said, it goes both ways, y'all. So um that's another thing. So that's why I say, what's love got to do with it? Because without all of that stuff I just named, the communication, the loyalty, the trust, the financial stability, all of those, without that, I feel like there is no love. There is no, because if you don't, if you think about it, if I can't trust you, if we can't communicate, if I can't communicate, if I can't come to you time of need, and you're not cursing me out or making belittle me, or if I can't come to you and really talk, that there is no love. It may be infatuation. Maybe we're infatuated with each other. Maybe you infatuated me and I love you, because you have where someone can actually love somebody and the other person just be infatuated, or you getting used. So when you're in a relationship and you saying, when somebody telling you I love you, think about all that other shit that go with it. Like, damn, can I communicate? Can I go to them and talk to them about something? Is they really financially stable to where we can help each other? Because I know you go, well, what finance got to do with love? It got a lot to do with it, because y'all could really be if you're taking care of somebody financially, like you and them, that could really stress the relationship out, especially in the beginning. That could really stress your relationship out. That could really put some like resentment. And you know what I'm saying? If you got a man that's coming straight in, and he coming straight in and he going boom, got to help you with every damn thing, he might later get a little resentment from that. I know you say, well, that's a man. It is a man's job to take care of his woman and be there for his woman and the kids. It is all of that. But straight out the door, I don't think a man should be coming boom, straight out the door, paying your rent, your light, your phone. That ain't how. Y'all know that ain't how it go. When you first meet somebody, ain't nobody paying all. And if they is, that's almost either they might got it like that. You know, it ain't tricking if you got it. Right. They might got it like that. But to me, that's a stressor for somebody to come straight out the door. I'm doing all of these things for you. That's on the man or the woman. So when someone's saying that, y'all, that's why I do these podcasts, because it really make you think, you know. And like I say, before I come and do certain topics, it be personal experiences, or me and her should have talked about it. We'll talk about it first before I actually bring it on here and talk to y'all. And it just be things that I be feeling like need to be put out, and people really need to think about it. The next time you tell somebody you love them, think about what it really means to you.
Are you showing that?
Right.
Or are you just saying it?
Right.
Or are you showing it and you're not saying it?
Right. So just think about it, because, baby, sometimes love ain't got a damn thing to do with it. For real. It be you just want some companionship. Or, baby, you just wanted somebody to take care of them bills for you. You know? It might be a lot of things. And you got to figure that out, because you don't want to be wasting your time either. My time is precious. And I'm 39, I'll be 40. So I know they say, aunties, you got one mistake. You got one time with me, and baby, sure I'm going, and like I say, people, like the people I'm dating, I've dated younger men, but most people, 30, I'm dating people in my 30s, 40s, 50s. It's some shit, you shouldn't be making those type of mistakes no more. You shouldn't be, people in they teens and they 20s, even early 30s, it's some shit mistakes, but at some age you shouldn't be making certain mistakes. So it just ain't gonna go with me. And I'm gonna really go my relationship status, and I feel like for anybody, whether you in your does love have anything to do with this? Is they practicing what they preaching? Basically, you telling me you love me, but is you practicing what you preaching? Cause baby, if you want to fuck, just say that. Baby, just say that. You looking for a sugar mama, just say that. You don't know what that other person might just want to fuck too. So that's what you look. But don't come over here hyping me all up, get me all of this. I love you, and love ain't got a damn thing to do with it, because you ain't showing nothing. You ain't saying, like you say you saying it, but you showing me something else. So I think like the moral of the story for me for this will be is to, when you say you love me, or when I say I love somebody, show it. Because if you don't, what the fuck love got to do with
Brownstone said it best. If you love me, show it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And she also said actions speak louder than words.
Correct.
And, I am a firm believer in that, because you can say one thing, do another, or do one thing and say another. And when it comes to dating, if you're looking for certain things, as long as the feelings are mutual on the other end with that other person, that's all well and good. But if you are looking for something else different, and in order for you to get that person, you got to have at least a certain amount of that's equivalent to what that person wants, just to have access to them, you waste people's time.
Right.
You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? And love is a different meaning for different people.
Right.
And like she said, when you go down that list, are they mentally stable, financially, emotionally stable?
Right.
Do they have this? Do they have that? Are they matching your qualities and multiplying and not dividing and subtracting? Because if they're not doing that, then it makes you question, do you really love me? Or do you love what I have?
Right. What I'm doing for you, and then like I say, what's love got to do with it, baby? So you really, 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 you got to dig deep, and so many people are so quick to jump into these relationships, and after you in them, now you like, what the fuck did I get myself into? When you done got too deep in it, now you deep in it, and you actually feeling some type of way about them, or that person. Now you got a lot of people get people and threaten to unalive themselves, threaten to kill themselves if you don't want to be with them. See, that's why you got, when you first meet, really get to know somebody before you bring these people in your homes, around your family, around your kids, all of this stuff, y'all. Because, like I say, what the fuck love got to do with it? If you ain't got none of that other shit we naming, we done named on here, I might put a little checklist on there for you. But none, you ain't checking none of that other that shit off on there. It ain't got nothing to do with it. And it might be that, baby, this ain't meant to be. You'll save yourself a lot of heartache and pain.
Yeah.
A lot of y'all. Let me tell you something. I remember I was on this dating site, and I remember I kept wondering the people that all they want to do is fuck. And I just don't understand when you get on a dating site, a motherfucker be like, What you looking for? Well, bitch, ain't this a dating site? I'm looking to date, bitch. Like,
right.
I hate to say it like that so frankly, because I'm a cook, but I'm looking to date. What are you on here for? You know, they really be on there just to hook up and stuff. And so I started eliminating them by, guess what? No, you can't come to my house when the first I meet you. No, we can't. You can't do this. I started eliminating all those men that just want to sleep with me. And so that's what you got to get your little checklist and say, okay, here go my checklist, communicate effectively, financially stable, mentally stable, all that. Get your little checklist and you check it off as you go. You want, and we're talking about sensible things. We're not talking about, oh, he got to have $1 million to get with me. We're not talking about stuff like, we're talking about financial stability where you're able to take all your bills and you have money to put in your savings and stuff like that. Stuff that's obtainable for normal, average people. We're not talking about rich people problems, okay? We're talking about normal stuff. So just be mindful. Be mindful of throwing that word love around, and be so quickly to hop into a relationship. Coming from a lady that is 4 decades old, almost 1 year, 4 decades old, it ain't, you don't have to rush into nothing, because what's going to be is what's going to be. Take your time. I've had so many endless relationships that went nowhere, and if I would have took my time and really got to know them people, I wouldn't even got some of the mess that I put up from them or got into them with. It never would even happen if I would have given me a little checklist and said, man, okay, they say they love me or this, but what love really got to do with it? Let me ask you why you really love me, and it's they showing that. So at the end of the day, make people, if you love me, you gonna show me that, and I'm gonna show you that, and we gonna go off this little checklist, and we gonna take accountability for our actions. That's the end of the day. You got anything else to say about that?
And they'll make them work for it, which is pretty much what she's saying. Make them work for it. And honestly, you know how they say, man, she playing hard to get. Who said I was playing?
Right.
Yeah, indeed, I am hard to get, but I'm not playing that.
Right.
There's no Oscar waiting for me with my name
Correct.
on it. I'm not acting, spitefully behind the scenes. None of that. It's you're gonna work for it. Anything worth having is worth fighting for.
Right.
It's worth waiting for, and all of that is hard work. It's gonna be a challenge, and it's how it should be. It shouldn't be a chore when it comes to being with somebody. Hard work, yes. Chore, no.
No, it's the difference. It's the difference, because people that are married 30 years, it was not always peaches and creams. Mm-hmm. They had to work hard for their relationship because they loved each other. Right. But that's like, you get people like my mom and dad that have been together for 30 years. Mm-hmm. But guess what? I can go off that list. That list I just gave out to read, and that's another thing. I was raised in a 2-parent household, so I did a lot of shit I shouldn't have did, but I know better. I seen 2 people communicate, y'all. I seen people that were loyal to. I seen people that were able to trust each other. Like right now, I go and my mom and dad take care of both of them. They got some health issues, and they take care of each other. Mm-hmm. That's love, man. That's love. So you make sure that that's the person that is in your face. That's the person that you willing to be with. Like we just saying, make them work for it. You work for each other. And you make sure y'all are both interested in each other, and got some of the same goals and in life. Y'all want some of the same things in life, okay? Like, so in the story, this topic right here was basically, I just want people to have your eyes and your ears open and study your damn legs, okay?
Wait, say that again.
Have your eyes and your ears open and study your motherfucking legs.
That should be the first thing.
So that's right. Because see, we can talk about that soul tie now. You got your legs open and not your ears and your eyes, and now your soul tied to a motherfucker, and you think you love a motherfucker because that motherfucker then took your whole soul about your vagina. A woman is then sucked, baby. He can't suck no more. That man. So keep your eyes and your ears open and not your goddamn legs, okay? I'm telling y'all.
And men think with this head, not that head.
Right. So, and that's, see, when you have a clear and coherent mind, you're able, what's love got to do with it, you'll be able to run through that checklist like that. Like, okay, because I ain't even going for that. Because the men, too, just because they men and they like to fucking, they say men is horny and all that, you could hold up, you ain't got to give her your good disease. You could say, I've had men that I've been wanting to do, and they was like, no. You be looking like, what you mean, no? You gay or something? No mean no. Some men ain't easy either. So, and you need to take heed to that. Like, just because a man don't want to sleep with you or something doesn't mean that he's not interested. That's also could be a good thing that he's not. He could be showing you that that's not the type of man he is, and he not sleeping with everybody else. But moral of the story, y'all, is just be mindful when you using that word, y'all. When you saying I love somebody and somebody's saying be mindful that that's really what it is, and y'all can grow from that. Okay, and that's really what I just want people. I want people to be in love. I want people to be together forever. But I want people to do it the right way, y'all. We just doing it. We just jumping and stuff so fast, and we hurting each other. And then we got to get out of the relationship and heal from shit we wouldn't have never even had to do if we would have just took our motherfucking time and allowed ourselves to see the truth than what the fuck we was painting. So that's all more of the story, y'all. When you meeting someone new and everything, make sure you looking at everything. I'm talking about do background checks, all that shit. Make sure you're doing all this. You're really getting to know people. Y'all really going on dates and stuff before they coming into your house, before you sleeping with them. All of that. Put all of that into accord, like, and just be mindful for real. Because it's somebody that's going to love you the way you want to be loved. You might just have to wait. You might have to be patient. They out there though, but wait, so therefore you don't have to run through all those bad apples and run through all that hurt and pain. Wait. That's all it is. But that's really what I really got to say about the subject. Anything you want to touch on about today?
You hit it on the nail. I think the collaboration together with the same similarities is gonna touch somebody.
Right.
You know, y'all just take these notes down, and honestly, this either gonna make you over or break you up so that you can be made over.
Correct. Right. Because we just two normal people sitting on this couch talking to y'all, you know. Shit, we just two normal ass people for real, like to have fun and shit. We like to fuck too, so I know. Listen, I know you might want to get your little rocks. You might want to get a little wet, little, you know, whatever.
We ain't get here by Delta Airlines.
Baby.
Okay.
Wait, somebody was fucking. Yo. So we know you want to fucking be
and I'm out of wedlock.
Right.
Sorry, Mom and Dad.
Right. I know, right? Me too. But y'all, for real, like, ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong too with fucking. If that's what you want to do. But more of the story is, y'all, we want to love. We want to love each other. We want to be in love. Just don't be throwing that word around. So, what I'm trying to say. Just throwing around like
if you don't mean it.
Right, because you don't know what it means to the other person, man. Like, so that's more of the story. Don't be throwing it around. Just make sure you really think about it before you use that word. Even if you feel like it's gonna hurt somebody's feelings, whether their feelings be hurt, then you really don't fucking love them, and that shit don't go nowhere. They think it's something and it's not.
Right.
But for real, so I want to thank everybody for coming back and sitting with us and talking with us and bullshitting with us and hearing us run our mouth without no doctorate degrees. We on here just giving that, but we
still educated.
Right, educated black women.
What?
Definitely. But y'all, thank y'all so much for coming. We on episode 6, y'all. I'm so excited because the next episode will be 7. Once I get to episode 10, we're going to maybe do like a little celebratory little episode or something. So I'm so excited. I got Sus. She been on every episode, baby. We've been doing the damn thing. She is a co-host at this point. But yes, y'all, I just want to thank all y'all to hear, and we will see y'all next week. Stay tuned. And like I said, don't meet me there. Beat me there. Bye.
That was good.
That was a